very important presentation in front of your bosses, or you are applying, you finally got the interview of the job that you have always dreamt of, okay, and you really want to practice for its interview. You want to deliver a very good speech in front of, in front of a group of audience. You want to practice for it, but like, practicing with a speech coach is very, very, very costly, and practicing it with someone, normal, who is not a speech coach, that won't be of so much value to you. But this particular tool that I'm going to be talking about, okay, is going to act as your speech coach and is going to give you the greatest advice in order to help you become the 10x version of yourself in delivering speeches, in delivering, in giving interviews, in delivering Zoom presentations as well. Excited for it? Guys, excited for it? Type in excited in the chat box if you're super excited to learn this tool. Excited? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll save hours of our time. Yes. More than hour, it'll save you hours of your time. It'll save you a lot of money as well. It'll save you a lot of money as well. And it'll make you a lot of money as well. If you can give those, if you can crack those interviews, if you can give good presentations, which can get you job hikes, salary hikes, it can make you a lot of money as well. Okay, so the name of this particular tool, guys, is Udly. Okay, app.udly.ai is the link. How does it work? Let's try to understand it with the help of a demo. I'll simply go to app.udly.ai. I'll copy this link and paste it for you guys as well in the chat box. Okay, now if you don't have an account, of course you will need to make an account, but since I already have an account, I am just clicking on sign in. And once I click on sign in, this is the sort of dashboard which will come right in front of us. Okay, once we have made an account, once we have signed in, there will be this practice button. Okay, there will be this practice button on the top left. You simply need to go to this practice button. Let's say if you're preparing for interviews, just click on interview. If you want to prepare for a conversation, you can do that. If you already have a recorded video, you can simply click on upload. But let's say if you want to, deliver a presentation, you can click on presentation. So for the sake of this particular demo, we'll click on presentation. Once we click on presentation, a screen like this will appear in front of you. Over here, you basically need to, deliver a speech sort of a thing, basically, which you will be giving in the presentation. Okay, so for that, let's simply click on start. We'll deliver a presentation. Okay, we'll take a random topic. We'll take the topic which we were discussing towards the beginning about the Zomato impact, Zomato Gold impact on Swiggy's business. Okay, I'll simply click on start. Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Goenka and I'm a marketing manager at Swiggy. Today, my boss and I were discussing in today morning meeting that Zomato Gold was launched in the market last week. When Zomato Gold was launched, it created a major impact in the market. A lot of restaurants, a lot of customers have taken the Zomato Gold, partnership. Restaurants have taken the Zomato Gold partnership. A lot of customers have taken the Zomato Gold subscription, and it is an absolute hit in the market. We, as a team at Swiggy, as a marketing team at Swiggy, thought that it is our responsibility to discuss, whatever is happening in the Zomato Gold market, discuss it, make a plan around it, and take actions in order to, stay relevant and, maintain our market share as a food delivery partner in India. Okay, so I delivered this random presentation, not prepared at all, made a lot of mistakes as well. And now once I click on done, I'll click on view analysis. Okay, I'll click on view analysis. And once I click on view analysis, Udly is doing some magic in the backend. Okay, Udly is doing some magic in the backend. Let's see what this magic is. Let's see what this magic is. Is it safe? It is completely safe. Don't worry about it. Okay, what is it doing first? It is firstly transcribing my entire speech. Okay, whatever speech I gave, very small speech which I gave, it is transcribing my entire speech in the backend. Okay, and once it transcribes my entire speech in the backend, you can see over here. Hello everyone, my name is A Goenka and I'm marketing manager at Swiggy. Because of my accent, it was not able to, take Swiggy, Aditya Goenka sort of words, but it has taken the major crux of the entire speech. It has taken. Okay, major crux of the entire speech it has taken. Now it is asking us, how would you rate your speaking confidence? Okay, so let me click on somewhat confident. Okay, now it is asking me, great, what went well? Let me choose as repetition. So it is taking certain advices from me as well on how I would rate my presentation skills. Now comes this particular part, guys. Ready to be mind blown? Okay, here are key points your audience took away. So it has summarized. Okay, it has summarized our entire speech and made it into a very crisp speech. Basically, if someone has missed the speech, they could simply upload it and they would get the entire crux of this entire speech. You introduce yourself as Aditya Goenka, marketing manager at Swiggy. You mentioned that Zomato Gold was recently launched and has a significant impact in the market. Many restaurants and customers have taken advantage of the Zomato Gold partnership and subscription. As the marketing team at Swiggy, you believe it is important to discuss and plan around the marketing impact on Zomato Gold. Your goal is to take action in order to stay relevant and maintain market share as a food delivery partner in India. How many of you feel that this is a perfect summary of the 1 minute speech that I delivered? Type in perfect in the chat box if you feel that this is a perfect summary of my entire speech. Yes, perfect. Very comprehensive. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, that is not it. Okay, if you're delivering this presentation in front of your bosses would definitely have a lot of follow up questions. Agree? Your bosses would have a lot of follow up questions. Okay, agree? Yes. Now see, tell me whether this is an apt follow up question which your boss would ask. And if Udly tells you that these are the follow up questions beforehand itself, you can prepare for these follow up questions and make a very, very good impact in front of your bosses. Okay. Tell me whether this is an apt follow up question. Can you provide more details about the impact Zomato Gold has had already on the market? How has it affected both restaurants and customers? Do you think this is an apt follow-up question which each and every boss in the world, if you're delivering this presentation in front of your boss, each and every boss in this world would be definitely asking this question? Extremely apt, definitely, absolutely perfect question. Okay, question number 2. What specific action is your team planning to take in response to the launch of Zomato Gold? Can you give us some examples as well? Do you think this is apt? Guys, keep on dropping in apt in the chat box if you think that this is really apt questions. Apt. Okay, perfect. Question number 3. How do you plan to stay relevant and maintain your market share as a food delivery partner in India? Are there any specific strategies you have in mind? Do you think this is a 10x question? And if you are preparing for these questions, you will be able to create such a nice, impact in front of your boss. Yes, 1 lakh x. Okay, 10x, 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 100x, 1000x, 10x, 10x. Super. Okay. Have you conducted any research or analysis to understand why Zomato Gold has been so successful? What insights have you gained from this? Very good follow up question. Follow up question number 5. Are there any concerns or challenges you anticipate in competing with Zomato Gold? How do you plan to overcome them? Apt question. Yes. Yes. Perfect. So via this, you can prepare for these questions. Now, it is also telling me that instead of the 1 minute speech that I delivered, there is another way that you could have done that. Here's another way you could have said that exact same speech, but in a better manner. Hey everyone, I'm Aditya Goenka, a marketing manager at Swiggy. Today, so my boss and I were talking in our morning meeting today about the recent launch of Zomato Gold. Let me tell you, this launch has made quite a splash in the market. Many restaurants and customers have jumped on board with the Zomato Gold partnership. This rephrased version is more concise and fluid, making it easier for the listener to follow. How many of you feel that this is a much more concise manner of speaking the exact same thing that I spoke, but in a very concise manner and very to the point? Type in to the point if you think that this is absolutely to the point, well articulated, to the point, apt, to the point, Superb, superb, superb. Okay, so this is the suggestions from our speech coach. Moving on to the analytics. Okay, repetition. If you are repeating a lot of words, if you're saying certain things which are highly repeated, it will flag that as well. I used major two times, so it has flagged that I have used major two times. But if we are doing less than 4% repetitions, it is completely natural. So it is nothing to flag. Talking about non-inclusive words. So if I would have used a word, let's say guy, guys, hey guys. So guys is a non-inclusive word, and if your boss is someone from the female gender or from some other basically if your boss is female, then they would feel non-inclusive. Like it's a non-inclusive word, right? So it is better to you not to use non-inclusive words, and it is being able to flag that as well. Okay, weak words. If I'm using any weak word, it will flag me that as well. Nice job. It's natural to have fewer than 4% weak words, so it is completely fine. But if I have to talk about filler words, so I use 9% filler words. Try getting to 3% by pausing instead of using filler words. Like I used 8 times, I used five times, I used one time. So it is being able to flag that and tell me that instead of doing that, I can go a bit slower. I can take a bit, I can take some pauses so as to make it to 3%. Okay. Now talking about the conciseness. Overall, you said 47% more than you needed to. Try getting to 30% instead. Okay. So I used 30% excess word, 47% excess words. It is telling me that, instead of using 47%, try to reduce it to 30% by using these paraphrases, which it gave us an example as well. In this coaching section, it gave us an example, right? That we can simply speak like this, which will create much more impact, and it is more to the point. Sentence started, 25% of your sentences started with a. Okay, at 20th second, it is telling me that you can improve on that particular aspect as well. Talking about the delivery, I made eye contact 80% of the time. Total on screen time was 54 seconds. I made 80% of the time. It is telling me, it is giving me suggestions on how to make more eye contact as well. Pretend your camera is your audience's eye. Centering, it is telling me that I was perfectly centered, so there is nothing to worry about that. It is telling me about smiles, that here are some of your top smiles by duration: third second, fourth to fifth second, 7 to 8 second, 19 to 20th second. You can work on your smile as well in order to basically make more impact in front of your bosses. You will sound more confident if you are smiling, if you are maintaining center position, if you are maintaining eye contact. That is why these things are so important. Talking about pacing, I was paced at 194 words per minute, which is faster. Your pace was fast. Try speaking slower than 170 words per minute, and it will be much better, and your audience will be able to take much more information from you. Talking about pauses, we recommend pausing 1 to 2 seconds between each point, so your audience digests what you are saying. At fifth second, at 36 second, at 34 second, at 32nd second, we should be pausing in order to help the audience digest the information that you are sharing. So this is how you can use Udly as your speech coach and be the best presenter in your office. Be the best presenter in your office during presentations. Be the best presenter during job interviews. Be the best speaker that you have ever known. As simple as that, with the help of Udly. How many of you are mind blown by this tool? Type in MB in the chat box if you're mind blown by this tool, and if this tool will be super helpful to you. Is it free? Yes. As I mentioned, all the tools that we have covered are either completely free or freemium. If your limit gets exhausted, as Kachave gave you a simple hack, just make a new ID and it will work awesome. Best tool. It's awesome. Very useful. Superb. Thank you so much, sir. My God. Yes, absolutely. You can give it camera access. OMG. Super useful. Love you, Aditya. Love you all, guys. Love you, each and everyone present over there. Okay, perfect. Now we are done with Udly. Let's move on to the next tool. Guys, how many of you want to